Hi there, signs of Leo. This is Kim. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you for any kind of donations that I have received. If I've received one from you, thank you so much. Thank you for the people that have gotten private readings, and thank you for hitting the like button and subscribing and helping me to help you. All right, so Leos, we are opening up to spirit. We're opening up to your angels. We're pulling from the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck first, and then I figured from there we would decide what kind of spread we needed today from the tarot. So oh, that's a nice one to get. Pluto, transform. Pluto, transform, to transform something. Or something transforming. I hope you can see that. Okay. So, Pluto, transform, to transform. Like, from a skull to a butterfly, apparently. No, I mean, it's good. It's a good card. It's just, it's really, it's kind of dark. Like, it's kind of transforming from a dark place. Speak of which, Saturn. Yeah, well, this is that place. This would be that place that's, in some area, it's experiencing struggle. Here, let me put these down so you can see them. So, in some area, there's restriction, struggle, and that particular restriction is the focus of what needs to transform. Obviously, I think that's what this is about. Rational mind and communication. Is there some, so it's making me feel like there might be something that's just, that you're trying to rationalize that might be irrational, the way that you're trying to rationalize something. I don't know. So usually the message with this is to kind of like free yourself normally from whatever restriction you're putting on yourself. Sometimes we tell ourselves that we can't do something, or that we've never done something, therefore we wouldn't know what to do, and kind of shoot things down before we even start, right? That happens. Let's get one of these. Let's get a tea leaf. So you have some really heavy energy to work through. Not one of those light readings. I think we need a breakthrough reading then for this. Yeah, okay. Barrel. You feel like something is lacking in your life. Perhaps it's love, money, or goals. And that's what I was saying, is there is a feeling of restriction because your soul knows that you should or could be doing way more with what your time here is, what you have. So what is lacking? What is making you feel restricted? It's also about hard work, bringing in some results for you here too. Yeah, hard work and patience, getting through the struggle. Goodness, grief, sorrow over a loss. Sorrow over a loss. And I have angel. Well, your angel showed up to your reading. Spiritual guidance and protection from harm. All right. Let's put your angel there a little bit more seen so we can focus maybe on the good things. All right. So let's do this breakthrough reading with the Kim Cryon's The Wild Unknown Tarot. The breakthrough spread is 6 spots. And this first spot is going to be telling us what your pattern is, or what block you've got going on. So, what is it that is stopping you, or what is the pattern that's stopping or making Leo maybe feel less strong than normal? Less strong than the normal. Oh, okay. Judgment in the reverse. The Magician in reverse. I don't know, but I feel like this is more about finding your faith again. It has to do with the magic, or feeling the magic, your magic. But you've lost, the pattern is like completely losing, I hate to say it like that, but losing faith in something. Like not seeing a pathway through which everything would be clear. It's not seeing that. And it's feeling like the spark has been taken out of, like a sparkler. It feels like the spark's been taken out of the sparkler. I don't know. So that's a pattern. It has to do with what you could be manifesting, because the magician, you know, wants to be upright. So that is the pattern or the block. It has to do with you, and maybe some really heavy belief systems or things that you are going into self-inquiry about with these cards, possibly. Sagittarius is ringing strongly. Tell me about the challenge for Leos then. What is the challenge position? Oh no, that's so many. So the challenge position is, okay, see, so with Kim Cran's Wild Unknown, in this deck, the Six of Cups is almost like as above, so below, but it is definitely focused on the whole and all of those different parts that make up the whole. So when there is Six of Cups in the reverse, I feel like there's a disconnect of parts of each other that should be making up a whole. And I mean, you can take that however, you can take that as like a person, like a soulmate energy. You can take that as just kind of needing to get back into this hopeful, nostalgic. So there's something about about connections, for sure, not being connected like they should be. You have a challenge is with the Justice card. So it could be about finding truth and balance here in a situation. The Four of Wands in the reverse is coming out of a commitment or making a really big move. And another part of this challenge is because something is really off balance, or it's not balancing harmoniously anymore. Either one person's doing way more, or like off balance, something off balance in life, like whatever area it's saying, it's because of an off balance. So this kind of is coming across to me as a challenge of practicing something, getting better at something that you practice more, or focus more on work in the balance. So the challenge is this big move. Let me see what the breakthrough card is about for Leos. The breakthrough is out of your own mind, out of your own way, out of your own anxious thoughts of any kind of, like, if the moment that you come to you know, if you feel like you are obsessing and you come to a challenge or a struggle, it's really, it's good to know that there is a way to approach it without feeling like there's nothing you can do. So this is like maybe challenging some of the things that you feel are limits or restrictions, challenging them and breaking through, transcending our own anxiety. I feel like it's just really getting a hold on anxiety and like obsessive thinking, possibly, or anxious thinking. So free yourself. Feeling restricted, then they're saying, well, it's because you are restricting yourself somehow. So tell me about the power card. What is Leo's power? Is Leo's power? Oh, your Two of Wands. When you have focus and your intent is aligned with your highest good and everyone else's, whoa, there's a big victory. There comes and emerges a a butterfly from those this dark area. So focus and your power, being really open to possibilities, completely being open to possibilities and different ways that things can go about. But I feel like the alignment with your like highest good, highest self is what's really, really important here. So I feel like your power could be that you could be planning at this moment. The Four of Cups in the reverse is kind of talking about having this fresh new start as an outlook. Is all right, decided what is it that you want? Like, what are the things that you're wanting? What are the things that you're over emotionally? And then it's figuring out, okay, well then how do I go from there to something different for yourself, or to feeling something different? Let's get another card. I want to be able to explain that a little bit better. The Knight of Cups. Look, it's coming across, I know this isn't what normally it is, but it's coming across as waiting on some kind of idea or signal or something like that for motion or movement. At the current moment, there's a fresh new start needed because there's a running in place motion. So, very important, crucially important is the planning here. The planning. All right, so what is the action that Spirit wants to possibly recommend for Leo? Or action recommended. The Five of Cups is, well, it's processing and feeling the emotions of what, what was a loss. This can actually be mourning, period. It can be a mourning of a loss whenever you're having a major transformation, even if, that person that you once were wasn't, however you view it, it's still going through some kind of grieving process. So feeling your emotions is going to be really important, and interpreting them correctly, of course, with the High Priestess, tapping into your own intuition. Yeah, really trusting that you have the answers, you know the answers. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So there's something that has like a stop, no movement at this moment. I think Aries, was it Aries that had something kind of similar maybe? All right, so whatever this loss is, however you're feeling it, it's definitely bringing some heavy emotions to process, right? Tell me about the pattern where either we're holding on to some kind of resentment. There's something that's stopping us from really manifesting what we could be manifesting. Well, maybe it has to do with playfulness. Might have to do with waiting on some better news regarding finances too. Or the exchange, the compromise, having compromise, not a compromising, like compromising to get along with others. The Nine of Wands is perseverance and really never giving up. So no matter what, maybe no matter what kind of judgment is here, no matter how much the spark has been gone or dimmed, you're still persisting and staying strong. So perseverance, approaching the topics you're not wanting to approach, but that's what possibly needs to be done with the 8. This is another 8 of Swords altogether, with the 6 of Swords in the reverse and 2 of Swords in the reverse. So an unavoidable, stop postponing an unavoidable decision, and don't make the same decisions as you did last time. There's something about not listening to your intuition, so this time would be a different, it might be the same energy, but different object, people, situations, places. But it's the need to listen to your intuition, because there's a pattern here of putting something off, postponing major decisions. Oh, heavy reading. Okay, so the challenge with this finding truth of, you know, what, maybe it's about what big move to make, because there's parts of this soul family that are needing to be more connected in some way. It may have to do with a child, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, because I have the Page of Swords here too. This is about really the challenge for all of this is communicating effectively, being careful of miscommunication because of the importance of what's being said at this time, especially. It can also be about the challenges doing your own research, being very perceptive, being able to kind of read far into these things. There's Aquarius energy, star on the bottom. Yeah, so finding the words to say, maybe that's the most difficult thing. Tell me about the breakthrough, though. So 8 of Swords in the reverse, breakthrough, 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the 8 of Cups, challenge. So that's a few things, because either you're waiting for maybe something to show you the way to what your wish granted would be, or you're still working on something, or emotionally you've not detached. We've got this, it feels like I need to focus on prosperity and abundance, because the breakthrough involves 2 8s, and it does involve getting yourself into a different area where you're going to be less restricted. I know we haven't gotten the 8 of Pentacles, but it just really looks like something to do with Pentacles too. Yeah, okay, gaining back power. This could possibly be you returning somewhere, gaining back power, spiritual growth, holding on tightly to what you have, but not too tightly. And it feels like the High Priestess will know when it's time to take that first step. You know, they say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. So that first step, the breakthrough is rebuilding a very strong foundation through this hurtful stuff too. All right, so the outcome, let's find out more about the outcome. Yeah. The 4 of Wands. We have another 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands. That's meeting your goals. Your soul, I think, is trying to communicate to you that even though things feel hard sometimes or very heavy emotionally, you're on your way. Your soul has definitely passed a lot of spiritual growth goal points, if you could metaphorically say, just to... Oh, look, there you go. I told you I've had a feeling that this has to do with some kind of financial stability and security also. I feel like you're about to go on a brand new path regarding this. And it is definitely something about how you communicate. It's going to be so, so vitally important. This could be a celebration, a getting together. It can even be a marriage. it is you, the practicing that made perfect. It is the practicing that made perfect. And there's the devil. I feel like this material or strategy is being balanced at this time so that there's not one way, you know, too much into either addictions or temptations, or too material. Like I feel like it's being split or it's being moderated. This is something big though coming in, the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. So what else on the action? So planning's important, keeping in mind any kind of fears that could hold you back. Might be this energy, right? Go within if you have a question for yourself almost, with the Hermit, Virgo's energy. Not being afraid to be alone with yourself to get those answers, of where you want, what your light is and how you want it to shine. And remember, you have your angel here too, helping you. Oh, and there's the star. Might be Aquarius energy, but you do have your angel helping you, the star. So in the spotlight, something good, something coming for you. Yes, see, good news, eight of wands, good news, moving forward, positively moving in the right direction. Some of y'all get really good news because of that. You do have 888 now too in your reading, so that's good. 21, you are inspiring. I am inspiring, talking about how your imagination is highly charged. I also have 000. I am a creator. You are one with the creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on Earth. 666. I am centered. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation. Change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. And another multiple of 6. 24. You have a heart of gold and are very skilled at maintaining balanced relationships. I am generous. And then 20. I'm harmonious. Relating to others on a cosmic level is what that card is about. Okay. And this is the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. It was bought off of Etsy. And Kim Cran's The Wild Unknown. I think I got that off of Amazon. Okay, Instagram platform, Spiritual Aspirations and Missions. And so it might be your confirmation you needed with that. I also have Akashic Field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate here. And then I have angel numbers. So you got angel and angel numbers. Sequences of numbers that carry divine guidance. That carry divine guidance. Chakra healer, clearing and balancing. And that's definitely something also that's probably going to need to happen with the challenge with this card right here. It reminds me of a balancing the chakras maybe needed there. All right, that's what I've got for you, Leos. If you want a private reading, just contact me. My email address can be found in the description box below. And until next time, then, seeing you, Leos. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. Love and light. Bye-bye.